We're talking about the Last Supper as it relates to weight loss. How many people in this group have ever lost weight and then gained it back again? Oh my gosh, I am not alone here. Everybody in this room has lost weight and gained it back again. And I'll tell you something, I can lose weight so well. Anyway, I can lose weight, but to sustain that, you cannot be on a diet. To sustain it, you have to rob Peter to pay Paul. So Friday night, you're robbing Peter over at the pizza shop, and then on Monday morning, you're paying Paul with a little bowl of oatmeal and some kashi, a salad for lunch. If you are robbing Peter every single day, that's when and this is what you do. I've been so good, I deserve this. Every single day you tell yourself, I've been so good, and you start to gain the weight back. If you restrict yourself, even bread. I've had people in this group who gave up bread for Lent. Do you think they'd lost weight? No, because they were eating too much other things that weren't bread. When we give something up too restrictive, if we are replacing it with something else, that really doesn't make much sense. Our old way of thinking hasn't worked for me in the past. How many times do we continue to do things that don't work for us? They don't work, but we're still doing it. Definition of crazy. We need to make peace with food. Food is not our enemy. Food can be delicious. We need to mindfully go deviled egg. Mwah, 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 mwah. But do we have to have 10 deviled eggs? Do we have to constantly be putting something in our mouth? We're going to discuss putting it together. Tackle one food at a time. If your trigger is pizza, make a deal with yourself. I will have 3 pieces of pizza on Friday night and none throughout the week. Plan to eat when you want it. On Saturday morning, I'm not going to have cereal. I'm going to have 1 donut. Have a donut. Eat it as a part of a balanced meal. So if you're having a nice balanced dinner, have a few pieces of chocolate at the end of lunch. Eat in a supportive environment. If keeping a half gallon of ice cream in the freezer at home feels too challenging, when you go out to a dinner with your friends, have a little. I was hungry for carrot cake. When we were in New York, Bob and I got a piece. We shared it. It tasted delicious. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as Jim Gleason's. But I didn't say, I don't need this. I walked 7 miles that day. I needed it. It was delicious, and I enjoyed it. I didn't want the whole thing, though. That's where Ellen's changed. Ellen shared it with Bob. I made sure I got more frosting, though. Also, eat mindfully, savoring every bite. Remember I told you, you're eating your food, it's so good. And you speak positively to yourself about your experience. Sometimes we say, you know what, at Memorial Day I did have 10 beers. I probably should have only had 5, but I learned from that and I'm going to go forward. Do I say, oh my gosh, I'm a loser, I'm a failure? You deal with it and go forward. Here's to happiness in eating the foods we love. I'm going to turn off the camera right there, Bobby.